सुनो, तुम अब गांव में ही बस जाना। 2 सूखी रोटी खाना, पर वापस ना आना। जानता हूं गांव की जमीन गिरवी रखाए थे और छुड़ाने को कुछ जोड़ ही ना पाए तुम। दिन लगाना, रात को खटना, पर वापस ना आना। हमने गंदी गलियां दी थी ना रहने को तुमको। तुम्हारी खोली चूती थी ना किसी बड़ी बिल्डिंग के बाजू में। स्कूल अलग थे ना तुम्हारे बच्चों के। तुम ना जाने किस किस को हफ्ता चुकाते थे, और फिर तुम्हारे तो ठेले भी लाठी खाते थे। हम तुम्हें दीनहीन, गरीब, बेचारा कहते थे ना। खुद घरों में घुसकर तुम्हें सड़कों पर भूखा पैदल छोड़ा था ना। बस तुम वापस ना आना। यकीन मानना, ये सारे शब्द बदलेंगे। बेचारा कौन है अब हम शायद समझेंगे।
Sir, did it take a pandemic for the country's privilege to understand who really does the bulk of the work and who really runs a household and who brings food to our plate?
Someone who has built our life, someone who has made our house, someone who is growing rice for us or everything for us, didn't even trust us for a minute. Then what was that which really forced people to take such decisions, such huge decision that you just collect your family and little belonging and start walking? And you suddenly saw that people who were even in their own homes, own little places, they started traveling, they started walking. I mean, the simple proof that just a few days back, how 1,000+ people came at Bandra station after almost 3 weeks of this lockdown, actually somewhere shows the desperation of people to go to a safe place. I remember one of my volunteers sharing, when they were talking to these guys, they said कि नहीं साहब, कम से कम हम वहाँ जाके अपनों के बीच में तो मरेंगे. I mean, we want to go back because even if we die, we die with our own people. If we do not take care of the people in the villages, fine. Otherwise, for a nation like this is a golden opportunity to really look into the nation in a totally different way. It is so ironical that the same rice which we have stored in our kitchens and stores, for the same rice, just a kg of rice, people are starving, people are standing in the queues. The same farmer who was growing rice for us. If we do not understand that where are these people, these millions of people or lakhs of people, whatever number we don't even know, but there's huge number who walked back. Where are these people right now? If we do not go back to those people and take care of those people then and there, in that locality, in that area, in the same profession, if we do not work on agriculture, if we do not work on water for agriculture, they will have no option but to come back. See how these guys are up without even understanding the health disaster. Most of us have not handled health disaster, but they are still, because of their emotions and the way of working. So many the big people might be sitting somewhere, but these guys are there on ground because they have a relationship with the communities and they can't see community dying like this or suffering like this. And especially with Gunj, I think one of the things which has happened, our strength used to be the contribution of material from hundreds and thousands of people every time a disaster happened. This time, because of the restrictions of the health and the nature of the disaster, we had no option but to close the public interaction and the direct material from people to us. So even this time, even we are actually dependent more on the purchases than the material which we used to receive. So suddenly even our need of money has gone up significantly, which otherwise in earlier disaster we never used to stress much. We need to be more more careful the way we are dealing with them. I think, I mean, somewhere we really need to go and spend time with those people instead of just, throwing a danda on them, and they come back after so many days to Bandra, and again the police really goes back and all that. I understand the compulsion, fine. I'm not saying that there is no compulsion, but can we also understand the compulsion of those people? How do we really tackle that compulsion? That's the most important part. And let's be very sensitive about people, fine. No one is coming on the road, especially from the financially weaker section. Most of them are not coming on road to enjoy something. It is a common citizen and every single person who can really pay back need to come up, need to multiply the efforts. If the disaster is 100x, the efforts to take care of that also need to be 100x. So I'm not saying that 500 rupees do not have value, but if in earlier disaster you contributed 500 rupees, think of a few thousand rupees this time, because if you think of just about 2,000 families, fine, and which is like not even a number. If you just think of 2,000 families, a basic ration or toiletries for say just even 15 days, you end up spending 20 lakh rupees. I mean, that is the magnitude of this disaster, and I'm only talking about basic ration for 15 days for a family of 4 to 6.